Hello everyone and welcome to Monday's edition of the vlog. Now I hope you had a fantastic weekend, and to be honest I was working so it was okay, but it could have been better. As a lot of you may know, it is November, and that obviously means that a lot of guys around the world will be putting their mo up for show and raising money for whether it be suicide prevention for men, anything to do with the cancers like testicular cancer and stuff like that. So it is a bit of a touching charity, and it's a good way to raise awareness for that. So I've chosen to obviously do it again, and I've got my little donation page up and running, so I'll put a link in the description for the whole month that I'm doing my vlogs for this month. And by all means, if you can donate something like the price of a cup of coffee would be fantastic. And what I've got going on is if I can get up to $865, then I will contribute the rest to make it to 1,000. So hopefully we can get to that stage, but you know, it's one of those things that it's near and dear to me, and I like to do that sort of stuff. And you get to get a little bit of a seedy mustache as well, and that sort of ticks the wife off. So it's a good little addition as well, if you will. So I think what I'll do today is I will have a chat about my own personal experiences and stuff like that for this, since it's a personal vlog. So Movember means a lot to me in a lot of aspects, because they not only touch on things such as your testicular cancer, prostate cancer and stuff like that. It's to help guys out there sort of voice their own opinions. So it's sort of hard for a lot of guys because they think that it's a weak thing to do, to not reach out to people and not to talk and voice what's going on in their life. So it's one of those very, very upsetting things to see that it doesn't matter whether it's a male or a female for one, but it seems to always be the guys that don't necessarily speak up. And it's hard in certain aspects where you have a guy that's going through a certain scenario and he doesn't want to do anything about it or talk about it, and he has a whole network around him that he can't tap into because he doesn't have the guts, or he feels like he's going to be shut down or what have you. So what I tend to do is I am not afraid to talk and speak and let people know what's on my mind. And I'm, as people may know from the vlogs now, I'm very open about what I say, and I like to make sure that people know what's going on. I'm a happy person. I do have times where I'm stressed and all that sort of stuff, but as does everybody. So it's one of those things where you need to make sure that you have that support around you, and you can tap into that when you need to. And if you don't have it, find someone around that is willing to listen, and there is many people around that will listen. I for one always make sure that if you need that support, it's there. The door's always open, the kettle's always boiled. We are a coffee house, we drink a lot of coffee, so the kettle is always boiled. If it isn't, there's something wrong. And by all means, we can have a beer, we can have a coffee, we can have whatever, and I'm one of those people that you can talk to if you need that help. So I can provide anything you need. I can just listen, and you can just vent out. Everyone needs a good vent every now and then. And even come out and check out the animals, stuff like that. So it's one of those things that I'd like to put out there, that if anybody needs help, it's there. Basically it's there, and don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it. So as for everything else around here, it's pretty much happy days. We're just waiting for the wormers to still lay, so it's going to be very, very soon. I'm hoping to get that on film. We had a good friend of mine, Rachel, she came out and visited the collection for the first time, held some snakes, and even fed some snakes for the first time. So what I'm thinking is maybe even doing a monthly thing with my business where we can get people who want to come out and meet snakes and meet the collection and stuff like that. But I'm still sort of working out whether it's a good option to do. But I would like to implement something like that, whether it be here or I get into the demonstrating and help people get over their fears of snakes and fears of reptiles and stuff like that. So that's something that I'd like to get into and bring a bit of joy to people, maybe even do some free shows and stuff like that. So there's a few things that I'd like to do, but it's obviously going to come down to the licensing for one, and depending on who would like to be a part of it. So there's a fair bit going on still. We are running an auction, hopefully with one of the sponsors for CBTV, which is Matty White for Reptile Cribs, and we're going to be doing an auction style with one of his products. I'm not sure what it is yet, and we'll be donating that as well as the 250 we raised for Reptile Rehab Queensland. So we're going to try and bump that amount up to help them as much as we can, because I know Matty likes to donate where he can, and I definitely am all about helping other people, and especially organisations that help wildlife. So keep an eye out for that. The auction will be amazing. It'll be on the Cold Blooded Classifieds website, and we'll push it through social media and stuff like that. So if you want to go through an auction and get a really top quality, whether it's an enclosure or a product from Matty, definitely check that out, and it's for a good cause, obviously. And don't forget that we do have these sort of t-shirts as well, that all of the proceeds that we make from that will go straight towards wildlife conservation. So there's a fair few different donation projects that we have going on, and that's just to make sure that we have enough around to give back and just promote wildlife, basically. So it's a very, very good thing to have. But other than that, that's pretty much all we've got going on right now. With that said, I will end the vlog here though and get back onto that damn computer and keep typing away. I hope you have a fantastic week though, and definitely check out that Movember link that I'll put in the description. Check out the Reptile Rehab episode from CBTV, and don't forget to have at least smile for the day. I know I always make sure that I can smile at least once in that day. Reach out to someone and make sure they're okay. And other than that, I will see you on Thursday.